When I got my GED, I felt like I was on top of the world. I had done it all. I got my GED. I did what my father didn't do. I did what my grandfather didn't do. I got my GED. I was on top of the world. And when I went to Oakwood College, I got kicked out on academic probation, and it didn't bother me one bit. Why? Because I was the first one in my family to go to college. And I sat in the college classroom, and I had the experience. Nobody in my family had ever graduated from college up to that point, so it wasn't even that deep to me. Why? Because nobody had ever done it. I was just geeked that I was the first one to make it happen, that I could actually say I sat in the class and I knew what the classroom was like. I actually took tests. I ate at the cafeteria. I slept in the dorm room like I felt it. Watch this very closely. What was so crazy was when God saw this, right, before I even saw this, right? And so he said to me, not only are you going to go back to school, you're going to get a PhD, you just don't know about it. But what I'm going to do with the 4-year degree, with the master's degree and the PhD, what I'm going to do for you is what I did for Inky. It's not about school, it's about the process. And so I need you to wake up every morning at 3 o'clock and pray. It has nothing to do with just praying. I want you to become obsessed with the process. And the reason why some of you will never get to where God would have you to get to, you'll never get to where you want to. And I'm talking about true fulfillment. And let me tell you something, I've had money. Don't let them fool you. For those of you who running up behind it, I promise you, you can have it and still not be happy. And so when I got my GED, I thought I was on top of the world. And God says, you have no idea, son, how I'm going to use you to change this world. You have no idea. So because you have no idea, because the dream is too deep for you, it's too rich for you, you could never understand it as a 17-year-old, as a 21-year-old, as a 30-year-old. What I'm going to do is put you in school so we can ignite the process, because nothing else happens until the process happens. So the Inky Johnson we see today began at 7 years old. And your problem is you are no closer to your dreams because your process hadn't started. You wake up every single day and you chasing money. You wake up every single day and you chasing stuff. You wake up every single day and you chasing this business and that business and this business, and you have not gotten yourself to the point yet where you are waking up to the process. And I would wake up and I would have to write and it would break me, and I would have to read and it would break me. I was on my way here today. My son sent me something, and unfortunately, he sent it in a way where it's small. I'm trying to lift it up, and I'm going back and forth, and I'm reading, and my wife is like, oh, your reading is killing me. I could feel her spirit. I'm like, it's okay. I still got to do it, though, because the point in this joke is fire, and so I got to give it to you. Normally, what I would do is I would read it once or twice on my own, and then come into people's presence and read it. So when I was in school and it was feeling uncomfortable, God was like, son, it's okay that it's feeling uncomfortable. This is a part of the process. I'm grinding you. I'm stripping you. I'm molding you. So when you finally get to be the #1 motivational speaker in the world, I don't have to strip you down because I've already stripped you. And for many of you, your stripping process is not happening because you're about money and really not about the dream. You're not really about the dream. You're not really about that life, because when God's begin to strip you, like Inky said, as he begins to strip you, you run. When he starts to prune you, I said, you pruning me? I got a GED, you pruning me? I ain't on the block no more. You pruning me? I'm married now. You pruning me? I'm back in school. You pruning me? I ain't in the hood no more. What are you doing? I'm doing what you telling me to do. He said, that's why I'm pruning you. Because I don't prune things that don't bear fruit. I don't prune things that don't bear fruit. I prune things that bear fruit. Why? So I can get more out of it. And you want to stop at the 4-year degree? You have no idea, son. This is not about you. You selfish. This has nothing to do with you. You ingrate. This has nothing to do with you. I'm using you for my purpose and my will. And we got a whole lot more stripping to do. So #1, leave the doggone dream alone. That's not your business. You don't know how long you're going to be alive. You have no idea what condition you're going to be in a year or two from now. The dream is not your business, but the process is. And so I want you to look at the next 24 hours of your life, the next week of your life, the next month of your life. And I want you to wake up every single day, and I need you to have a process. Inky had a process. Inky did the same thing every single day. 8 years old, 9 years old, 10 years old, 11 years old, high school football, college football. He did the exact same thing, guys. Watch this, watch this, watch this. I read his story, y'all. It blew my mind. He lost everything in one day that he had worked for his whole life. But in fact, he didn't lose anything because what he thought he was supposed to have wasn't what he was supposed to have anyway. And many of you, at the point of being broken, you shatter.
Like, yo, is it just me? We just acting like 2020 didn't happen, 2021 didn't happen. Like, we acting like COVID didn't happen, and they're pushing you out, acting like you just supposed to go back out in the world like nothing happened. So May 21st, Atlanta, Georgia, Mankind 360, your boy E.T., right? And a bunch of my other friends who did what? Who figured it out. And a lot of y'all got hit in COVID, and you haven't been able to figure it out since, right? You went from relationship to relationship, stuff is falling apart for you. You've gotten yourself into a hole that you can't dig yourself out of. Listen to me very closely. I figured it out. Y'all know I was homeless. Y'all know I figured it out, right? I'm bringing my friends who figured it out to help you figure it out. You need help. So I brought my man Deion Sanders. Deion figured it out. I brought Tab and Chance. They figured it out. I brought Jesse. Yep, Jesse figured it out. Yep, I brought Ed figured it out. Inky. Y'all know what Inky been through. Inky figured it out. I brought Jamal. Jamal figured it out. Listen to me very closely. So we gonna help you figure it out. We're here to help you figure it out. And I'm gonna show you in the midst of everything you're going through how to figure this thing out. We're gonna figure it out together. Are you hearing what I'm saying? So do me a favor, stop right now, make a choice that's gonna change your life forever. That's gonna put you back in a position to win, that's gonna put you in the winning circle, that's gonna allow you again to stop losing and start winning. Click the button, make the rest of your life the best of your life. It's your boy E.T. Now you know. Let's go.